The best way to get better at programming is to practice. And in this example, we're going to start to look at something called an abstract method and how that's going to allow us to work with child classes. As always, these files are available for download. Use the link provided below in the description. We'll give you a couple seconds so you can download them, and then we'll get started. All right, so let's get started. Here I have a parent class, and I also have an associated child class. Now, what we're going to do is simply first in our child class say we're going to extend example 10 parent. This is going to let us know that, hey, we're extending this. Now, if I come to my parent class, I want to create an abstract method. Now, this can be any type of method, doesn't have to be a particular type. I'm going to simply say public abstract void. In this case, I'm just going to give it the method name foo. Now, if you notice, this does two things for me. First off is that I have an abstract method, but it automatically creates an error in my parent class. Now, why is that? Well, that's because abstract methods have to belong to an abstract class. So what do? Well, simply I add abstract to before class. So this is saying I'm an abstract class and I have an abstract method foo. Now, this means that any class that's going to extend example 10 parent is going to have to override that method and create that method for me. So if you notice here in my child class, it's now showing error. This is because we do not implement that abstract method. So what am I going to do? I'm going to say at override public void foo. Notice that my error goes away. Even though I haven't done anything inside my method body, I have that method. It works create. Now, I do want to show you one more thing, and that is, can I have a non-abstract method inside of an abstract class? So I'm going to go right here and say public void, and I'm going to call this method 2. And notice I don't have an abstract before the return type, so this is not an abstract method. I can do anything I want in here. I can receive parameters, I can return values. In this example, I'm not taking any parameters, not receiving anything. This method is not abstract, and I can have implemented methods inside of an abstract class. I do not have to have them abstract, and they will also be available inside of my child class. So I could come over here and say this dot to, and you notice that that method is now available to me. So this is how we use abstract methods. We have to have the abstract class. That's a keyword that goes before class in our class definition. We have to have abstract in our method definition as well before our return type. And that means that any child class is going to have to override that method. I don't have to use the at override. I'm just doing it because it's a good practice to follow. Hopefully you found this example helpful. If so, please give the video a like and consider subscribing so you can get better at programming.